That or no anyone W family problems. I know it's going to go away eventually, but all love THOU a real OG.
And definitely, bro, everybody does. I don't think nobody's family is perfect at all. At all. But you got two choices though. You got the choice of allowing a negative experience and emotion lead to resentment between you and a family member, or you can open your heart and embrace choosing to love unconditionally. And that's a tough decision because let's say something that they do, whether they have a certain behavior with a substance or anger issues or whatever habits they have or behavior they have that triggers you, or a bad experience or something bad psychologically that bother you in the past. It's going to be hard to overpower that with that level of maturity. And it's definitely easier said than done. It's something you have to practice. It's something, but it will help you grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. When you use circumstances where you would have responded with a negative emotion, a bad reaction, angry, whatever you name it, and you sit here and say, you know what? I ain't going there. I ain't doing that. Matter of fact, how can I use this as an opportunity to grow? How can I use this as an opportunity to be a better version of myself? I'm not going there. I'm not stooping to that level. I don't want to feel like that. Cause all that, bro, all that anger shit, all that sad shit, all that hating shit, that's shit that you feel. The other person don't feel that. I mean, even let's say you angry. Somebody make you angry, you throw something at them physically. Like that physical pain gonna go away. Your ass gonna be mad for however long. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, like you feel that shit. When you start to realize all that shit is within you, you feel the anger, you feel the sadness, you feel the loneliness, you feel all that shit. You stop holding on to those emotions because they don't feel that shit. They might be happy. They might be satisfied that you're feeling that mad and angry. Who knows? They might be hurting too. A lot of this shit is complicated, bro. And I feel like as human beings, we make this shit harder than it needs to be. I feel like it could be a lot more simpler than it actually is. You know what I'm saying? You drinking poison expecting someone else to be hurt. Oh God, that's the common like saying around that shit. And then Danny Tatch just comes in with a random comment. They need to stop making Fast and Furious movies. Bro, pay attention. Pay attention, bro. You heard of Chat GPT? Yeah, I know what that is. The crazy part is as soon as I drop out of school, they come up with some shit like that. And what I'm thinking of doing is going back and taking like a very, very low amount of classes. Because when I went back, I took a full roster. Like I took 5, 6 classes, 17, 18 credits. So it was damn near on some full-time shit. I shouldn't have did it like that. I should have used my scholarship to take like little tiny bit of classes here and there to where it wouldn't disrupt all this too much. Just doing it, Doja. Appreciate what you do. Appreciate you, man. I've been using that for my papers, bro. They come up with some shit that writes your whole homework as soon as I drop out, bro. Like, what the fuck? 3 would be calm. I think it would be. Because I honestly, I don't know why I try to do that. How did you really not start letting things bother you or get to you? It's a choice. It's a mental choice, bro. It really is a mental choice. It's a mental choice. And you damn near have to build up the strength to prevent the reaction. Let's say I'm driving. Somebody cuts me off. Let's just build a story here. I'm driving. I got bad road rage, right? I'm driving. Somebody cut me off. That shit pisses me off. I start snapping at them, beat my horn. This is a habit for me. This is normal. I go home and I say, yo, I notice this. This is self-awareness. This is like the breakdown of the video of self-mastery that y'all know. Y'all can watch this and get more depth. But I go home and I notice, I'm like, damn, I be getting pissed off when somebody cut me off in traffic. I don't like that shit. So now I got the self-awareness. I recognized, I at least had the conversation with myself. Maybe I can't stop it yet, but I'm aware of like this anger. I'm aware of like what triggers it. I'm aware of the whole process. Now next time it happens, right? I can remember when I said to myself that I don't like when this shit makes me mad. So boom, somebody cut me off in traffic. A week later, 2 weeks later, a month later. At a certain point, I'm getting used to talking to myself about this shit. And the more I talk to myself, the more I start to think about it. So next time it happens, I can say, nope, you know what? I had this conversation with myself. I ain't going to do it. That's really a simplified version of self-control, bro. Like, that's really a simplified version. And at the end of the day, it's just a choice. Are you strong enough to make the choice or not? As y'all know, one of my favorite quotes, strong enough to have it all, too weak to take it. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? After you make that first choice and that second choice, you keep choosing to control your anger or control whatever the reaction is. This could even be like an addiction. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you start to build that muscle, and then your self-control be much easier, bro. You become a less impulsive person overall, even outside of road rage. It might be spending. It might be arguing with other people. It might be, you name it. You fucking name it. You ever heard of a book called Psycho-Cybernetics? No, I think I heard somebody mention that before, though. I'm damn near 100% sure if somebody put a video in it. Thoughts on metacognition. Isn't that just thinking about what you're thinking about? Isn't that just mindfulness? Or am I wrong? Become conscious of your unconscious. On God. That's all that it is. What's your thoughts on mushrooms and microdosing? Before Jordan Peterson got kind of like how he is now, he had a clip I seen that made me think a lot about that and why I don't use shrooms, why I don't use any of them mentally stimulating alternatives, right? He said, beware of unearned wisdom. But I also seen another video where a doctor was going over like a lot of benefits on depression and things like that when people microdose. So, you know, if you do your own research and, you know, do what you do, be an educated person, make an educated decision. I'm going to say personally, I've never used shrooms in my life. I've seen people talk to me about, you know, life-changing epiphanies that they've had when they've done these things. And I don't knock them. I don't say that they're lying, but I don't mess with substances for a reason. And it has to do with, you know, my family history and personal reasons. So I don't like substances overall. That's why I don't drink alcohol. That's why I'd stay away from weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, with all due respect. And I've spoken before and I've drunk before. As she just said, smoking almost died after taking shrooms. God damn. Thoughts on people having no inner dialogue? Those the real NPCs, man. If you can't talk to yourself in your head, that's crazy. For real.
You dropping gems. Dinner's on me.
My fucking God, I do need to order some food soon. I'm hungry as shit. Big 100 bits, man. I appreciate that, man. Y'all went crazy today on the subs, bro. We started with like 683. And it's at 841, man. That's crazy.